Jack London has said, "Life is not always a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes playing a poor hand well." Have you noticed that quite a few people among us believe that everyone else is luckier in every aspect of life, or was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, unlike them? These individuals believe that others have only good cards in their back pocket. However, the truth may be quite the opposite. How so? In fact, others might be holding significantly worse cards than those who view themselves as unlucky. Then how do others seem to have more luck in life? It's not necessarily about luck, but how other people have become more skilled in the game. They can bring home a win even with bad cards. How is it possible to play well with bad cards? As you understand, I am simplifying life to a card game. Indeed, we never have equal cards in our hands. One might be born with the stronger cards of the deck. Surely this gives him a certain advantage in the game if he knows how to use it. But if the game were that simple, we would always know the winner after the first deal. What is the reality? The winner is determined at the end of the game. Thus, a player who starts with good cards might end up in a worse position than one who was dealt average or even the worst at birth. This perfectly illustrates how turning a poor starting position into a strength is possible. From my conversations with people, I've noticed that many successful individuals have reached their goals despite having a poor hand. They often say that the challenge of playing with a weaker hand has driven them to push harder in life. Think about it. What happens if you can win a game with a difficult hand? Let me tell you, the world becomes your oyster. Because if you can succeed under tough conditions, imagine what you can do when better opportunities come your way. Isn't that a motivating thought? So, don't constrain yourself with the belief that a difficult start in life dooms you to failure. Your destination in life is entirely within your control. We truly don't know the cards others are playing with unless they share their stories with us. Let me share a story about beginning with a difficult set of cards but not letting it be a setback. The man I'm referring to is a true leader in his field. For the sake of clarity, let's call him Tom. For him, a challenging starting position was the fuel that drove him to go further in life. People around him assume he was born into wealth. But what's the real story? He was born into a family struggling with poverty. As if that weren't enough, his father abused alcohol to the point where the family head couldn't even go to work anymore. Tom's mother had to keep the family, including the non-working father, afloat. Tom also had a brother who, unlike him, couldn't turn his challenges into opportunities and followed a path similar to their father's. Growing up in such an environment can be anything but inspiring. Tom couldn't even study at home due to the disruptive atmosphere created by his father. Wouldn't it have been easy for Tom to give up? But he persevered. Tom found places to study, like a friend's house or the library. Starting high school, he worked part-time while keeping his grades up to ensure university admission. Tom graduated from college and created a life that allowed for the luxuries once only imaginable in dreams. Yet, he has not forgotten the hardships of his early years. This shows that you can't judge a book by its cover. It may not be true even if you think someone else's life is much easier than yours. You just don't know the whole story. What really matters is not others' stories, but your own. Consider what you can do to become more skilled in the game, even if you have the worst cards in the deck. Can't you really win with bad cards, or is that a belief you've taken on? Does such a belief help you beat the game? Is imagining other players with better cards somehow helpful in winning the game? Of course not. But what if you have better cards in your hand than you think you do? So what should you do? As Tom's story shows, it's not the hand that matters, but how you play it. So forget about the hand you were dealt and where you started. Focus instead on what you truly want from life and start working towards it. Thanks for watching Liise Mindful Stories. I hope this story encourages you to find your true path. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.